Aha! That should be working now. Perfect. Okie dokie. Anything else? I suppose we could share that we're live? Maybe? Remind me later. Okay. Let's see here. Edit stream info. Well, that's not accurate. Whatever. Working on new game design. That is correct. How do we share a link to this thing? How to share. Suppose I just go to my channel, share that link. About channel. Okay. Copy link. Okay. Testing out designing games on stream. Ta-da! Okie dokies. So that should be there. I think that's everything. Suppose I can put it on Twitter too. Sure, why not? Put it on Twitter. I'm trying out designing a board game on Twitch. Come hang out. Sure, sounds good. Cool. Okay, I think that's everything now. Get rid of this? I think we can get rid of that. That's fine. Okay, so working on a design. This is, do a little rundown so I can kind of get in the headspace of it at least. So this is Crate. It's the InDesign name for it right now. And basically, if we read this top sentence, players are trying to score the most points before the end of the game. Points are gained by placing goods on trucks and by having the most goods in a truck when it's completed. So it's a little bit of set collection, resource, not really resource management, set collection, recipe fulfillment, and then a little bit of area control too. Maybe we should just get into the Tabletop Simulator mod. I suppose we could just do that. Then I can kind of look through it, because I have some notes that I want to work on today. That's going to be on the wrong screen. I'm going to change the screen. Probably wait for it to load. Settings. Not full screen. There we go. Okay, so we put this over here. So we'll just look at like a quick little game real quick here. So I think that is a finished game, so we'll load a new game. So here's basic idea of the game we got here. Alright. Stream's probably gonna jump in and out now that I have a game loaded. Basically you have this set up for a 2-player game right now. Basically you have these 2 goal cards. I think I'll probably end up adding a third one for a second player. If you're playing 2 players, you'll have 3. And what you're doing is you're taking these cards, and when you take cards, you can take either a whole column or you can take a whole row. Those go into your hand like this. That one falls off because Tabletop Simulator. Oh my gosh, just hate Tabletop Simulator. Okay. So basically you take a whole row, take a whole column, they go into your hand, and then later on, select 2 cards. You can discard cards, like these 2 black, to place, zoom in a little bit, to place your colored tokens on these little squares here. And when you do that, we jump over to the rules, you get points based on the number of squares that you covered. So like I just covered 2 squares, so I would get 1 point. So if we flip back over here, we got 1 point. Pretty simple. However, when you're filling in these squares, you can also do it vertically or horizontally. So now that this is blocked, I could play this second card, because it's 1 green, to cover that green. Normally you would have to fill the entire row or column, but as soon as it gets cut off, then it kind of splits it into 2. So now that those are 2 individual columns there, I could do it like that. But for only doing 1, we don't get any points. So you kind of want to make sure you can get large runs in a row. It's like getting a bunch of these yellow cards to fill out this whole row. If you filled out 6 of them, that'd be worth 12 points. So that's pretty good in this game. Now later on, let's say black was able to fill out this row. And let's say they did this column as well. And then on my turn, I played an orange and a blue to fill out this one. So now that the card is completely done, we count up who has the most pieces on the card, and they'll get these bonus points in the middle here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for black, and I have 6 for white. So black would get an extra 14 points now that the card is finished. And the idea is, what that does is it kind of prevents someone from just like going all out on a card, because yeah, you want to get the points for filling out the squares, but you also want your opponent to start filling in some of the squares so that you can maybe like push at the end, get the majority, and then get a bonus 14 points when only filling in like 1 more spot than them. It's a little bit of the area control there, or the area majority, I guess, there. Should be interesting. I've only played it at 2 players so far, and that has been pretty tight on both of these cards. I have a feeling with more players, you'll have more cards as well, but I think that area majority will get really interesting as people have like 3 or 4 tokens on the cards, and maybe that 3 or 4 is what pushes them over and they win the card. So I think that would be interesting. The one issue we had in playtesting was near the end of the game, like say this card is gone, this card is like half filled up, you really only need 6 cards to finish this, and if you're only drawing like green and blue, if that's the only thing that's coming out of the deck, then the game can go pretty slow near the end. And I don't love that. So what I'm thinking is, giving each square a value. Try to think. I had notes for this and I forgot where I put the notes. Did I write it over here? 3x3. No. Okay. So I didn't put the notes there. What I'm thinking is each square will have a value. Left to right, it'll go from highest to lowest. And then each of these cards will have a value as well. Now, when you're filling in the cards, or filling in the squares, yes, you could discard the color to fill in the color, or going left to right. Hey Andy, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by the stream. Glad you're able to make it. So yeah, you can play this card to fill in the square, to fill it in, or you could play a different card if it has a value equal to or greater than the square you're trying to fill. That way, you don't have a bunch of dead cards in your hand. I think that will solve the issue. The only other thing I'm thinking is, with the rules, you'll have to fill in numbers before you fill in by color. That way, it'll be a little more costly to use a different color to fill in the row. Because you'll have to fill in from left to right, and it'll be highest number to lowest number. So like if this is a 10, this is an 8, this is a 6, this is a 4. If you had this in your hand, let's say this is a 6, a 4, and a 4, you wouldn't be able to finish this row because you didn't have the 10. Or you could put these two together. So you could say 10 and a 4, or not 10 and a 4, 6 and a 4 makes 10. So I could fill in this if this was a 10. And then,
running.
Hey, thanks for the follow, Andy. Welcome to the running group. It's been so long since I've streamed. I think it's been 2 years since I've streamed. I forgot everything that I used to do with streaming. What's the name? Oh yeah. So yeah, it'd be more costly to fill in the rows with not the right color because they would be expensive. So if this was a 10, this was an 8, and this was a 6, you could fill in the 10, the 8, the 6, and then you could use the color to fill in the last one. That's the idea. And you don't get any change from this, so that would be the other thing if, yeah, again, 10, 8, 6, 4, I think is what I was saying. If that was the value for each of these. If you had 10, 10, 8, yeah, the 10 would fill the 10, the 8 would fill the 8, but then the 10 for the 6 would just be lost. You wouldn't get any change for that. So that would make it a little more spendy to use these cards for that as well. So I think that's what I'm going to do. In my head, it seems like a good balance. So I think that's what I'm going to try to do. I think we can close out of this. Yeah, it's slowing things down. We'll close out of that. So, let's start by writing that in the rules. Create a 3x3 grid, blah, 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 blah. Turns. Take all 3 cards from one row or one column. This is very bare bones rules. So let's just add a little section about, what's it called? Redeeming cards, playing cards, fulfilling a row. Fulfilling a row / column. Just write those down. Okay. In order to fulfill a row or column, a player must discard I think I'll start by saying they have to discard the color, and then as an alternative to that, we'll talk about the numbers. Okay, so in order to fill a row or column, player must discard the number of same colored cards from their hand. Same colored, maybe correct color is better. The correct color cards from their hand. Discard the number equal to the number of squares in the row column they are completing. That makes sense. Yeah, I think that makes sense. So they discard them, then place, what's it called? From marbles, they're like, let's call them tokens. I think that's what I called them up here, as tokens. Discard, take in, set up, oh, beads. I called them beads, okay. Then place beads on all of the completed squares. So then we get into the alternatively. Alternatively, players may discard, what do we call them? Other colored cards. They can discard cards of another color as long as the value is equal to or greater than the square they are covering. I think that makes sense. May discard, I'll say one or more cards, because you can put them together. So alternatively, players may discard one or more cards of another color as long as the value is equal to or greater than the square they are covering. I think that makes sense. Because I think I want to make sure they know they have to fill in the entire row or column. I can't remember if I wrote that up here. On a player's turn, they do one of two actions. Discard the color card. We'll probably have to clarify that. I'll rewrite the turns section to make sure they know they have to complete a row or a column. They can't do partials. Okay. Players may discard one or more cards equal to the color. And then reminder or note, columns, rows, columns must be completed left to right, top to bottom. Left to right / top to bottom. And if, what's the way of saying this? So if you're, what's the best way to say if you're using other colored cards, they have to be played first? Maybe just that. If using values, those cards must be played before the correct ones are used, before the correct color cards are played. We can fix that. I think that makes sense for now. Rows and columns must be completed left to right, top to bottom. That makes sense. And if using values, and if using cards for their value, those cards must be played before the cards of the matching color. I think that maybe clears things up a little bit more. Okay, that makes sense. I think let's write this to make sure all squares are completed at once. Discard the color shown on a row or column. Discard the color cards shown on a row or column of a goal card. I think this is where we put in that it has to be complete, like all at once. So maybe discard all of the color cards shown on a complete row or column of a goal card. Then place the player's beads on those spots and score points based on the number played is a little big. Based on the number of beads placed. Because then we say beads placed, points scored. Okay. And then a little subsection here. So instead of if this action completes, no, I think that makes sense. Yeah, if the action completes the goal card, and then a little clarification, all spaces are covered by player's beads. The player with the most beads on that card scores the bonus points listed on the card. seems pretty straightforward. If any players are tied for most, I don't think you need that clarification. If any players are tied, oh no, because I guess in a 3-player, that you could have the person with the most, and then if the other 2 players are tied. So we do have to clarify. If any players are tied for majority, split the points between them equally, rounded down. Makes sense. And that'll be the majority. Okay. I think that makes sense. We're working through this. Alright. This is actually 2. Okay. Fulfilling, blah blah blah. This all makes sense. We'll probably end up rewriting some of this to explain the value of the cards versus the color of the cards, but that's fine. We don't need to worry about that now. The game ends when the last goal card is completed, or if the 3x3 grid needs to be refilled, but there are no cards in the draw deck or discard pile. If the second condition triggers the end of the game, score any incompleted goal cards for bonus points as if they were completed. I think that makes sense too. So if you have to refill the 3x3 grid, and you aren't able to because the discard or the draw pile is empty, and you can't make a new draw pile because the discard is empty, game's over. Any incomplete cards are scored for the majorities, even though they're incomplete, awarding the bonus points as normal. I think that makes sense. Winning. The player with the most points wins. Easy. Okay. I think that is good for now. So now I need to design new cards. So I think I'm going to do that now. Alright. This is Card Creator. It's a nice little tool for quickly creating cards because you can export as a Tabletop Simulator file, which is really nice. Okay. I think I did the original design that's on Tabletop Simulator on a different computer, so I don't think I have any of those files on here, which is a bit of a bummer. But that's okay. Don't need this, I don't think. Maybe I do? It's fine, we'll leave it for now. Because I think I can just put the value on there. This, though, I need to get some... Ooh, good question. I got it on Steam, so I would think so? Let me see here. Card Creator. Store page. I don't see if it says on here if it is or isn't. I do know that they created a new program that does a lot more stuff. What is it called? Pixelado? Tabletop Creator. It's a bit expensive. It's like $100, but you can do a lot more than just cards with it. I think I got Card Creator for like $10 or something like that on sale. It's definitely been worth $10. $100 for like a whole suite. I don't know. I have it on my wish list. If it drops in price a bunch, then I might get it, but I think it can do like, let's take a look at it. So this is the Tabletop Creator. I think it can do more than that. I tried Nandeck once, and I just didn't put enough effort into learning it, and then I found this, and this worked like great for what I needed it for. So you can do the card stuff. It looks like there's more options for the cards, but then I think you can do other stuff. Let me see. More versions. The price will be the same at the end of early access, so there's no real need to get it right now. That's fine. You could get it in a bundle and save $20, but the bundle is just the game, or the software, I guess. could do like tiles and stuff. That was what I was most interested in. Oh. Don't typically talk this much. Let's see. Sign your templates, blah 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 blah. This is cards. Tabletop Creator. Oh, they might have a simulator built in. Oh, there, they had a box, tokens, cards again, yes. Print. The exporting and stuff, that's, I already have that. Show me what you can do. Do stuff with the team. Boring. Oh, okay. That's Tabletop Simulator. That's not in their game. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it did show box covers, which is pretty cool because box covers are really hard to design because of like all the folds and stuff. So that would be helpful, I guess, but I don't know if like I need more images. You just show cards. There is another tabletop simulator called something else. I forget, but there is another one. But yeah, 75 or 79 bucks. I might wait. I think if it goes to like 50, I'll probably get it. Just because I've been designing more stuff recently. So, Tabletop Playground. That's the other one. Yes. Okay. So everybody talks about it, but guess what we're gonna do? So we're gonna use AI to get some images for prototypes, because that's what you do it for, right? We'll go over here and sign in. Mostly because I already did this once, but I left those files on a different computer. So, oh, actually I can just get them from my history. There. Captain America is Pikachu. Some creepy stuff. This is for my business cards. Where'd it go? Oh, it doesn't keep your history for that long. Did I add them to my collection? That's a bunch of Pikachus. Robot trash cans. Here we go. Okay. So I need the black one. Perfect. I need a blue one. I like this blue one. Was using this for yellow. The orange I actually don't like, so maybe I'll get a different orange one. The orange was too close to yellow, so we'll switch that one up. Green, green, green. I like this one. And then orange I don't like. So maybe we'll get a different orange one. Can I edit this? Edit image. There we go. Get some variations. Maybe get something. We don't have red, do we? Maybe we'll just go with a red crate. Yeah, we got green, yellow, blue, black. What did I use to get this? Orange crate, painterly style. Okay. So we'll just do a new one. And we'll say red. Then we just throw these right in. That one's pretty cool. That one? This one. I like this one. Favorite. Download. Cool. We might need that, so we'll leave that open for now, but we'll come back to it. Okay. Card Creator. This is just the template, so this is going to be... we'll put in 0, 0 because that'll be the value that'll be on the card, so we'll leave that as that for the template. For this will be the image, so we'll just leave that as it is for now. We could do the back, which is just an image. That was another piece of artwork. We'll go get that. The idea is that these crates are coming in on a shipping container, so I got a ship. This is the one I liked. Cool, cool. And that we can just put in here. So, image, search, downloads, and then, can I rotate it in here? There we go. That's fine for now. It's a prototype. It's fine. It doesn't matter. Okay, so that's fine. This will be the image. That'll be the value for now. Say OK. That's what it looks like. Kind of like garbage. That's fine. And how many do we need? That's a good question. So let's go back to the rules and think about this for a second. One of the endgame triggers is when the discard pile is empty and then the draw pile is empty. So the question is, how many cards will people have in their hands that would cause that end of game to happen? Because it'll be different per the player count. So like in a 2-player game, do I expect someone to have 6 cards in their hands at all time? Possibly. Especially with the values, instead of having to match the color each time. Maybe 6, 7, something like that. I think the most you can redeem it once on a goal card is 6 so far. What does the rule say? So right now I'm assuming 6 will be the most because you can get 12 points for redeeming 6. So if you get 6 cards in hand plus an extra, say 4 maybe. So if you have 10 cards in hand and your opponent has 10 cards in hand, that's 20. Plus 9 in the grid is 29. So I would want the game to end at 29 cards basically. Or 30 I guess is when it would be ended. And we have, how many different colors? We have 5 colors. So that means 6 of each color. Okay. I kind of like that. 6 of each color. So then would it be default 6 of each color, and then maybe it's just 3 per color per player is how you would make the deck. So then there would be 9 per in a 3-player, 12 in a 4-player. And then 12 times 5 is 60 cards. That's not bad. 60 small cards. Like this is the big Ticket to Ride card. But if we did the small Ticket to Ride cards, 60's not that much. I think that'd be fine. Okay, we'll go with 60 for a 4-player game. 30 in a 2-player game. 45 in a 3-player game. Okay, so we'll make this. So we'll do this. Image. Black. And then the values is the other question. How do we do the values? So the top left of a gold card would need to be the highest, and then descending as you go right and descending as you go down. So the top left, did I say top right? Top left is the highest. So let's give that an arbitrary value of 12, let's say. So if you go 12, 10, 8, let's say, if it's a three square column, then the bottom left would be the lowest of that column, and that would be at 8. So then you could go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, something like that. I think the lowest you would want it is 4. So then the question is, do we want the cards to often match up with that, or do we want them to have to be played together? Like, do we want these to be 1, 2, 3, 4, or do we want them to be like 4, 6, 8, something like that? I think we stay with the middle. I think we go 3, 4, 5, 6, so that those top numbers are still hard to get if you want them, but not impossible. So let's call that a 5. Maybe go up to 7, and then duplicate. We'll start this at 4. 400. Okay. So that's 4. Let's add some cards here. What we'll do is we'll make the colors first, and then we'll come back and we'll change the numbers. Okay. So that's green, yellow, and blue. Is that the last one? Blue. Okay. So we got that. Let's get rid of this for a second. So we need 60 of them, right? Can I just duplicate? I wish I could easily duplicate. That's the only thing, is I can't like select all of these and then like just duplicate it 5 times or 6 times or whatever. That'd be nice, but I can't. Should be able to just like have a quick key or something. I could duplicate the whole thing. I don't think I want to do that though, because then you get basically another set of cards. It's like, these are the color cards. Alright, we'll do it by hand. So we need how many of each? Did I say 6? 12 of each? What's that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12. Oh, perfect. It's a whole row. Easy. Go away. Oh, I just noticed there's a copy, too. Can I... Oh, I can't paste. Darn. Okie dokie, and... Ugh. Go away. I guess I could have made each of these a template. That might have been easier. Oh well. So then value-wise, I think we're going to have some repeating. So I think we go like 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7. Which means I could have just made one set and then duplicated those. Oh, I don't know. Maybe we'll have one that's like 3 and then one that's 8. So you have some like possibility to get like a really bad one or a really good one. Let's see. So go 4, 5, 6, 7. We could also see which color comes up least on the goal cards and give them a higher value, like a higher average value or something. That's an option too. Because if a color shows up less on a goal card, then the value of that card will be less during the game. So we could balance that out a little by giving it a higher average value of the card. Let's see. 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is fascinating. Alright, you gotta go? No problem. Thanks for stopping by, though. We might do this again. I don't know. Yeah, thank you. 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 6. Yeah. 7, 4, 5, 6, 7. Almost done. My only, so I was saying you might give an average value or a higher average value to a color that shows up less often on the goal cards, but the only issue is that the goal cards are randomized each game. So if you happen to get a goal card that had more for that game, then that would kind of skew the balance of the cards. Like if black was the least used across the goal cards, let's say, so they had a higher average value, but then you happen to draw the 3 goal cards that had a lot of black on them, even though the chance of that is low, that would mean that the value of the black cards would be so much higher because you could have so much more flexibility with them if you drew them. Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Okay, so these are done. Now we need to fix the goal cards. So the goal cards are actually in Canva. So I need to get that up real quick. Where did I put that though? Canva. Got a little 3D print going behind me. Looks to be doing pretty good. Canva is having an issue loading. Well, that's fun. Why? Why, Canva? Canva, I need my cards, please. Por favor. Not cool, Canva. So maybe I'll have to do these from scratch too. That would not be fun. Okay, I think I got it. It's fine. Okay. Yay, Canva. Okay. How many goal cards do we have made right now? We got the template. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 made. Okay. So we just need to give these numbers. Do we want to use this number? No, because that number means points. So we don't want to use the same font. So let's just do like a nice big bold font. And then we'll just say 0, 0. Move that up to here. And we changed this orange to red, so we'll need to update that as well. Orange to red. Okay, so just go like that. And then we'll work on the best way to put the numbers on these as well. Once we get this in here. Red, red, red. Oh. I'm thinking we'll put the numbers in like the lower corner. That's my thought. So instead of having like this, it'll be like that-ish, maybe, something like that. Maybe we'll have a little, maybe we'll make it white too, so it's easier to read. And then maybe put it in a square. Have another little, is that a text square? Whoa, that's new for Canva. You used to have to like put the text inside the square. That's cool. So we could change this color to just black. And then the text color to white. Change from Roboto to, what were we using? This thing. Bump it up. Too much. 10. That's pretty cool. Is that too big? I go like that. Because it's going to be a 2-digit number, right? So we just go like that. That should be fine. Maybe a little smaller. Tiny bit. Small. So if this is 12, is that legible? That's 200%. You could read that, I think. 12, it's not too bad. Right. Bump it up a little. Ooh, too much. Whoa. Spacing. I won't worry about the spacing right now. Okay, I like that. Let's get some more in here. Do 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 do. We'll change the numbers in a second. Don't worry about that. Because now we have this row, so we can just go like that. And now we have all of these. So we can go like this. Yay. I know they're not perfectly aligned, but that's okay. Oops. Because It's just a prototype. So go down here. Ba-da-da-doom. Go down here. Here. The other thing I'm considering is changing these point values. Right now it's just the number of squares on the goal card, but I might change that. Not positive on that yet. Okay, so that's done. Now we just go like 10, 8, maybe like 7, 6, 5, something like that. And then these have to be lower, so this would be like 7, 6. This would be like 6, 5, 5, 4. Oops, not 7. And then 4, 3. I think that's fine, really. Okay. This one might be a little trickier. So start at this, maybe 11, 10, 8, 7, 6. And then this could jump down to like 9, 7. This would be a 6, and this would be an 8. Something like that. This could be a 6, this could be a 5, this could be a 5, this could be a 4. Something like that. This one could probably start at 10. Maybe go 8, 7, 6. Just kind of like guessing with the numbers right now. We'll go 10, 8, 7, 7, 6, 5, and then 6, 5, 4. That seems pretty good. Here's an interesting one, because this one's all by itself up here in a 3. So maybe this one is actually like 14, and then 12, and then 10, and then 9, because then this could be like 12, 10, 8. This could be a 10. This could be a 7. This could be an 8. That could be a 9, 6. So maybe 8 and a 7. Alright, I don't hate that. I think that's fine. Okay, so now we got 4 goal cards done. So we'll just export these. PNG, we don't need the template page. PNGs are fine. That will export. We'll make a new new card, new blueprint. This is going to be tarot sized, so we want, because we're placing stuff on it, we want them to be bigger, so we're going to do large. We don't. Oops. Go ahead. I think we just need this. I don't think we need anything else. But we can make it. How do we flip it? I forget. How do I rotate? Oh, there we go. So we rotate it. Okay. So now this is going to be the template. Actually, we could probably just make the background the whole thing. We just remove this, and then the whole thing is the image, and then the back is, I don't remember. Oh, it's the truck. That's what it was. Go back here. Truck, trailer, truck. Man, these were. Truck was not great for the old AI. Did not understand. This one's pretty good. Maybe we'll just go with this one. This is fine. We could rotate it. It's fine. Okay. We do that, and then rotate it this way. It's fine. Okay. The front will be the design, so I think that's good. And we're gonna have 4 cards, so that's fine. This saved as a zip file, so I gotta go unzip it. Extract. Cool. So now we just change this image to be this, and it doesn't fit. Awesome. What do we do? Maybe change the border. I think we can just change the border. Margin. Oh, just make that bigger. We say like 1. Oh, okay, I see. So we can give this like 2, something like that. It should fit. That's pretty close. Just making sure the 3D print is fine. Okay, I think that's fine. It cuts off a little bit, maybe. If I change this padding, is that what changes it? Let me see. If we go to 3 and 3, does that squish it in a little more? It does. Okay, 3 and 3 is fine. Perfect. We'll do this. We'll do the second one. That's good. We'll do this for the third, and this for the fourth. And now we have, I think, enough to put it into Tabletop Simulator. 58 minutes to do all that. That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay. So we save this. Creates version not 0.2. I don't know. Where do I save things to? Okay, saved. So now we just go down here and we can export it. We don't really care about the print and play stuff right now. We just want the Tabletop Simulator. And will it do it all in one? I don't want it all in one for Tabletop Simulator because these are a different size. So hopefully it separates them. Let's see. I think it does. It does. Perfect. Okay, cool. Minimize that for now. Let's go back to TTS. We'll open this. Put this over here. And now we can upload it and edit the mod, which is cool. I should probably put the rules in TTS as well. So this is this. I think we can just edit these. I think. Deal, draw, toggles, blah, 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 blah. Flip, maybe we can't once they're in here. Okay, that's fine. So we'll remove that. Modding. Objects. Nope, not games. Objects. Components. Cards. Custom deck. Okay. So the face of the cards is the face of the cards. Open. Width is 10. Okay. Yeah, put them on cloud, sure. We'll call this colors front upload. Ooh, we're dropping frames. Where did this come from? That's weird. Backs. We'll just say we have unique backs because it puts them all into one file like this. That's fine. Clouds, colors, back, upload. We have 60 cards. Import. And it'll crash the game, which is fine. Okay. So that should be... And they're not shuffled, so that makes sense. What's the... No. Okay, that's not bad. So you can see 6, 5, 4, whatever. Okay. So then if we shuffle this... Well... Okay. Oh yeah, there's another color. Cool. Okay, so that works. Still dropping frames like mad, but we're just gonna add one more custom deck here. The face is... I can't see. This one. Oh, face F. So this is goals, face, upload. We'll do unique backs. I know the frames are dropping. Hopefully it's just because we're updating this right now. This is goals back, upload. There's only 4 cards. That's fine. Oh, it's sideways, but that's fine. Whatever. Oh, look at those. Wow, that's low quality. But you can read the numbers. That's fine. Whatever. I'll remove the whole stack there. Okay. Cool. So that's done. Maybe we'll get a few of our frames back now. Please, can I have my frames back now? It's fine. So we'll just set up a little grid here. And then the game is ready to be played 3-player with 3 new goal cards. Ta-da! Look at that. Just over an hour, we did a whole new design for the cards. We did a whole new goal thing. We updated the rules. Oh, that reminds me, I should put the rules in here. Notebook? Rules. There's copy them in here? Or do I want to save it as like a PDF? Maybe save it as a PDF. File, download, PDF. Because I think you can just put the PDF like actually on the board. And that should be fine. Objects, components, miscellaneous? No. Tools? No card, no. Where's PDF? I can just type PDF? Custom PDF. Oh, don't do that. Oops. Sorry. URL. Upload. There we go. Import. Found 4 custom. Sure. What? Oh, because of all of these. Maybe. Oh, they're all they're all the same. I don't want all these. Delete them. Delete. 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 Okay. That's not ideal, but I think that's okay. Do I write something up here now, maybe? Do I I just say like rules are here. Oops, undo. No, stop. Oh my gosh. I'm not used to this. Why can I not move this? Oh my goodness. Tabletop Sim. I'm not great at it. Okay. Why can I not move this? That's the question. I can flip, I can rotate, I can scale. But I can't move it. Okay, fine. Good enough, I guess. Modding, now we workshop upload. Crates, version. Oh, update. What? I have to find the ID? Seriously? Oi. Let me go find that. Workshop. Oh. Harrow County. Harrow County? From off the pages on here. That's cool. Where are my files? There we go. Crates. The only way I found to do it is to copy the URL. And do that, I think. And this is the... I don't know if that that URL would work, but I can just copy this and do that. That's fine. The thumbnail's fine. Option info, name, blah 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 blah. That's fine. Update. All right. I think we did it. We lost all of our frames. Updated successfully. Close. Okay, we're back. Okay. We got our frames back, so that's good. Let's double check that was... we'll lose our frames real quick again, while I just make sure that was uploaded successfully. Create. Single player. Crates. Load. Hey! It's done. Nice. Okay. Updated version of Crates is ready to be played. If you want to check it out, I will put a link in this video so you can go check it out. And yeah, I'll put this up on YouTube too, I guess, because that's probably where you're going to be watching it. So thanks for watching. And if you subscribe, thanks again. And if you just like this video, let me know, and maybe I'll do this again sometime. I mean, it was nice to just kind of verbally talk through the thoughts and then just kind of put them all together. So yeah. And if you do playtest Crates, your feedback is invaluable, so please give that to me as well. If you have any questions, I am on Discord. I'll put a link to that below too. You can find me on social media or anything around there. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time.